This one small change made such a huge difference in the way that I deal with emotionally manipulative people. And I'm not even exaggerating that this one shift saved me so much confusion, so much emotional energy, honestly, a whole lot of self doubt. Hey, friend, if you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained or feeling confused or feeling like you somehow did something wrong, but you can't put your finger on it, this video is for you. Because manipulation doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle, it's quiet, and hard to explain. And if you're someone who overthinks your conversations or replays things afterwards in your head, or sometimes you wonder if you're just being too much, I want you to stay with me. Here's what used to happen to me. Someone would say something that didn't quite feel right. Maybe it felt dismissive, like my ideas didn't matter. Maybe it felt guilt trippy, like I owed them something. Maybe it felt slightly off, like a little jab that I couldn't quite put my finger on. And instead of slowing down, I reacted. Maybe I would explain myself. Oh, I just meant it could work this way. Maybe I would say something like that. Or, oh, I was just trying to say that this way might be more effective. Or I would sometimes defend my actions. No, I wasn't ignoring your message. I wasn't ignoring your call. I was just busy. Or I was in the shower when you had called. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Or I had a long day at work, and when I came home, I just decided to hop in the shower and make something to eat because I was so hungry. So it's not that I was ignoring you, but I just felt so hungry and I wanted to take a shower first before I even checked my messages. Or trying to make them understand what I was saying. So I would say something, you see, what I had meant was, or what I was trying to say was, or I used to do this so much, I would find myself apologizing, even when I wasn't sure why. I'm really sorry if I hurt you. I understand if you don't want to be my friend anymore. I understand if you don't want to speak to me anymore. I'm really sorry for what I said. Maybe I was too harsh with my tone. Maybe it didn't sound kind enough. I'm really sorry I did that, and I hope you can forgive me. And you know the crazy thing? By the end of the conversation, I felt smaller and smaller, and they felt calmer. That's not random. Now, here's the small change that made such a huge difference in my life. Stopped responding to people immediately. I wasn't ignoring, I'm not ghosting, I'm not being cold. I give myself space to check in with myself before I respond. Think of it like this. Think of it like this. If someone throws a ball at you, your immediate instinct is to catch the ball. But what if the ball is too heavy, or it's jagged, or it's just not yours to carry or catch? That pause gives you a choice. It gives you choice and it gives you time. It gives you time to choose. You don't have to catch everything that people throw at you. Here are some more examples. Let's say someone says something to you like, wow, I guess I just care more than you do. The old me would rush to explain. That's not true. I do care. It's just that da 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 da. The new me pauses. I ask myself, am I responding to facts? Or am I responding to guilt? That pause alone creates a whole new dynamic. Or another example could be you're having a conversation with someone that leaves you feeling confused. Like, have you ever had a conversation where nothing bad was said, but you just feel awful afterward? Maybe it was a friend checking in, but the way that they said it, their choice of words, just made you feel like you messed up somehow. That's usually when the manipulation is happening emotionally and not verbally. Taking time to pause lets you realize that instead of overriding it. This could also be happening in the workplace. For example, I had a coworker who would always try to shift their work onto me. The old me would get flustered. I would get into people pleasing mode even when I had my own work to do. And I found myself getting flustered, trying to accommodate them, putting my own things on the back burner just because I felt like, okay, if I don't do this now, I'll look lazy. Or if I don't do this, they'll think I'm not serious about my work. So I'll put their work above my own, or sometimes I wouldn't be as thorough with my own work just so that I could accommodate what it is that they wanted my help with. But after the pause, I started to respond more calmly. I would communicate clearly, hey, I'll get to this when I get the chance. I would speak more clearly. I would let them know if I had time to help. No drama, no over explaining. And guess what? That behavior stopped. He started handing his work off to another coworker. You might also be experiencing this in your family life as well. Let's say I have a family member who always sends like little passive aggressive text messages. Sometimes it's a meme from the internet, or it's little snide comments here and there. And the old me wouldn't say anything. I would just sit down, I would let it ruin my day, I would let it ruin my mood, I wouldn't address it because I didn't want to get in trouble. New me, I'm definitely going to address it, but before I do, I pause, I breathe, and I respond later if it's something worth responding to. Or sometimes I just don't respond. If it's a stupid meme from the internet, then depending on what it is, then I don't reply. But oftentimes, when I try to stand up for myself with this family member, it usually comes down to two things: guilt tripping, talking about, oh, we're supposed to be family, oh, we need each other, oh, life is too short to hold on to small things like this, or oh, life is too short to be dealing with such trivial matters. Or maybe they'll talk about death, like, oh, um we don't know when we're going to die, and sometimes it's only when a family member dies, then that's when we cry and we realize how much they meant to us, when all the while they're being passive aggressive and saying anything that comes to their mouth without thinking about my feelings or what they're actually doing. They never apologize. They never say they're sorry. Instead, they resort to those two tactics: guilt tripping, trying to make me feel guilty because we're family, or it comes down to the fact that, okay, we don't know when we're going to die and life is too short and stuff like this. So I am firm. Before I even respond, I already know what the tactics are. And I said, hey, this is how I'm feeling. You said this. I feel like this way about it. And I give them a chance to respond. Once the guilt tripping comes up, I say, okay, it doesn't matter. I'm referring to this particular thing. I'm really specific. Like, I'm talking about this thing. I'm not going to turn it into like a whole back and forth thing where we're sending angry defensive texts back and forth. I say what I'm saying, I say it concisely, and then I move on. Now, you might be wondering, why does the pause work? People who like to manipulate, they feed off of your reaction. Your reaction gives them more ammunition to use against you later. When you react instantly, you're giving emotional energy, you're giving explanation, and most importantly, you're giving them access to you. Pausing and taking time to go inside yourself interrupts that pattern. It moves you from reacting automatically to being more intentional with your response. Kind of like what I did with my family member, where I already know what they're going to say about death and us being family. And I just keep the conversation limited to what it is that upset me or what it is that I feel the need to address, and I keep the conversation focused on that. So I'm not reacting emotionally to the death thing. I'm not letting them make me feel bad. I'm keeping the conversation confined to that little topic, whatever they said, whatever they sent to me on WhatsApp, or whatever it is that they said to me in passing. If you're someone who freezes instead of reacts, I want to say this to you. Freezing doesn't mean you're weak. It means that your body is trying to protect you. Or nervous system does two things when we're stressed. In high stress situations, our nervous system either goes into fight mode or flight mode. Freezing is a form of flight where we don't respond. Pausing teaches your body that it's safe enough to pause, that you're safe enough to choose. The next time you feel the urge to explain yourself, I want you to ask, do I actually need to respond right now? Or do I need a moment to breathe? That alone is so powerful. This one small change didn't just help me to deal with emotionally manipulative people. It helped me to stop participating in the dynamics that were draining me. Some people fell away, some relationships changed, and that was okay. If this video feels like it's describing your life, you're not alone. Broken, you're not dramatic, you're learning. And learning how to pause is learning how to protect your energy. Reserve conversations that feel clear, that add value to your life, not draining or confusing. If this helped you, Please give this video a like. It tells YouTube to send the video to more people who are experiencing the same thing that you are. Like this video, subscribe, and keep coming back. We're going to keep breaking these patterns down slowly, gently, and clearly. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.